Can you say without the ego there would be unity?
Yeah. The only thing preventing it is the desire to aim things back at ourselves, other than our point of view, which is holding on to the tool that we were given, which is the will to receive, and using it only in that direct form. Other than that, everything's in perfection. So unity and perfection are the same thing, you know. The love of others is the same thing as not having that individuated, separated point of view as your primary identity. And it can't happen without the interchange in people. But we affect each other because we're not individuals, you know. So the beautiful thing is, once you start to do it, and then you recognize that other people, if you're working with other people, and you recognize that they're doing it too, eventually the barrier between your ego and the ego of that person drops. It's not that you lose your ego, it's just that you see that's not who either of you are, and you start relating to each other that way. Well, that's already like a greater force of light in the world, and that helps the others that are working, and then those drop, and that drops, and then it becomes like, there is a natural change that occurred, and on balance, the soul, the single creature that was created, begins to experience itself as the whole. So it's only that first step, the inability to understand what is blocking our working outside of the ego. Well, that first step is the hardest step. Once that happens, the forces merge and they build up a great momentum, and everything else changes.
How can there be love if there's no hate opposite it?
Exactly. Love exists above hate. It requires that disconnection. It requires the ego. Otherwise, we would not be able to taste, feel, or see the power, the superior power of bestowal. We wouldn't even be able to feel it unless we had this really strong contrast. We are the opposite quality. And it's this opposite quality that limits and determines our perception of reality. So what Kabbalah is about how we can work with desire and intention to use what we were given as a creature, which is the desire to receive, to use the intention of the desire to receive, to turn reception into a form of bestowal. And by doing that, our perception of reality begins to change. So the methodology is about how do we alter this quality so that we partake of the perfection.